Good morning, everybody. This is episode 9 for the Harrison Flip, and I have good news. I have some windows and some J-channel up. I also have insulation on the inside. My windows came in October. Shoot, it was before Halloween. Because Halloween night I was working on the inside there, and the windows were already in, and little kids were coming up to the door, and I was telling them that I just work here. I don't think the owner's giving out candy. It was kind of naughty, but so we'll walk around real quick. And this is just, the windows are Thermostar by Pella, and I don't know what that means other than I specified that I wanted good windows when I purchased the windows from the company. I don't know if I'm going to start siding today or if I'm going to work inside. It's supposed to rain, but it's supposed to be raining right now, and it's not. So, I don't know. Looks like I got to fix some of my foam there. It's been flapping in the wind. And I also have basement windows in. Check those out. We'll go inside and take a peek. And the dialer ride just went by, and the guy was looking at me like I'm weird for, holding an iPad out in the front yard. All right, so we'll lock this. I got an Eden Pure heater going. It actually is warmer inside. I have insulation, and this is, let's see here. This is spray foam. It's, if you've ever worked with great stuff, it's kind of like that, but it's not. It's harder when it's all done. It actually is about the hardness, if not harder, than some of that really dense foam board that you can buy. But I got the house sprayed kind of all over, and this is the first coat. Yeah, there's junk all over too. It's tough. I got 3 projects going basically at the same time, and I have to move the stuff from one to work on the other to work on the other, and so on. Back here, this will be a bedroom, which I know you guys know, but I just remind you each time I'm going through. I do have some walls framed up for the bathroom, for the main floor bathroom, and I had to buy some foam board to set on top of these 2x4s so I could have something to blow the insulation onto. So there's a little extra insulation up there as well. And then this is the mudroom again. Clearly I'll have to do some trimming of the insulation, but I bought a special knife that you cut the insulation with, as you just hold it up against the studs and then trim it. I mean, it's time consuming, but it's not hard. And I think I'll show you what I was doing. Let's do basement windows first. So you kind of got to see most of the windows that I installed on the main floor. And then we'll go upstairs in a minute. But now, I'll show you down here. Turn on my work lights. This was my bad. I should have had these on ahead of time. And again, I will trim. Now that's great stuff. That's not spray foam. That's actually great stuff. What I did is I bought windows that would fit inside the frame, inside of the openings that I had down here. And then I framed them in with treated lumber and screwed them. You can see I got a screw here. Not sure if, where's the, got a screw right here. And one on the other side. And that's the only screws that are holding that window in. The rest of it, it's foamed in, and that foam will hold better than nails will. It's just good stuff. I like it. So I got a window there, and I'm gonna do something different with the steps. This is just for working here. And then I got one there, and one there, and one there. And I think the last time I had you guys down here, the steps were over there in that corner. And I haven't decided if I'm keeping that shelving unit over there, but I think I am. I think the next people might find that handy to be able to keep stuff down here. I do intend to put spray foam, a coat of the insulation, on the walls. I intend to coat the exterior basement walls with it just to help seal it up. And then up here, this is called the rim joist, and what I intend to do is get some insulation up there as well. You don't want the cold coming in. It saves on the utility bills. And before I go upstairs, I'm going to show you real quick the tanks that the spray foam comes in, because it's neat. It's not like anything you really see under normal circumstances. So let's see here. Okay, these tanks right here. You take two of them. One's labeled A and one's labeled B, and you hook a gun up to them. I'll show you. Each kit comes with one of these little guys, and it has two hoses, and you hook the red one. The red one goes up to, I think it's A, and then the black one goes to B, and then at the end of this, this gets a little nozzle, and then you just push that like that, and the spray, oh, see, it's already doing it, and there's not even anything in there. The spray foam squirts out of the those cylinders that I showed you. And the tips you can get two types of tips. One is a cone tip, which I don't use very many of those, just because the other tip is a fan tip, and that gets you, for what I want, the more desired. Well, this one isn't that good of a beta shoot. Let's find a really good one, because some of these I was practicing on. This one's a good one right here. This one, I had a brand new tip and a brand new kit, and it fanned it nicely. I think I did it about this wide, and then another strip here, and it turned out really nice. Okay, so upstairs. For right now, as you can see, hold on, I gotta orient myself on here. I cut the opening up there, up here for the stairwell, but right now I'm using a step ladder to go up and down, and it's a little dangerous. I'm good with ladders, but I wouldn't have your normal person climb this, because then you gotta turn around and okay. All right. So the insulation up here is a combination of spray foam, fiberglass, and foam board. This stuff. As you can see with the foam board, I did not leave any studs. I shouldn't say studs; they're actually rafters. But I didn't leave any of the rafter material exposed. I did here. However, I need to run electrical and put lights in, so I can't cover those up yet. I did give it a layer of spray foam to seal it up, so that way we're not losing what little bit of heat my Eden Pure throws off. Anyway, so up here we had this stuff. We had fiberglass insulation, and we had it on between the 2x4s here. My spray foam that I bought is incredibly expensive, and I ran out way sooner than what their calculator said online and all that stuff, and I even bought more than what they said to, but I'm gonna end up going double on my insulation budget. I have an amount for overages, and this is just going to have to come out of that amount, because I don't think insulation is a place to cut corners. I want this house to be incredibly cheap to heat, and if I don't cut corners on the insulation, it will be. So this is not cutting corners. This is actually probably slightly better than what I was going to do. 2x4s transfer heat. Not like metal, but they transfer some heat. With this barrier between them, the overall R value of the wall is greater than if I was to have my drywall touching the 2x4. And if you don't understand that, feel free to message me and we can talk about it. So anyway, my original plan was to fur all the 2x4s out with an additional 2x4. And if you don't know what that means, again, we can talk about it. But there would have been heat transfer, which would have been okay. I would have filled up all of these cavities with spray foam. But since I was running out, I went and bought this, covered up the 2x4s, less heat transfer through the studs, and so on. So I think I'm going to get just as good, because I also Tyvek taped, I Tyvek taped all of the seams here. I think I'm going to get just as good and maybe slightly better than I could have with my original plan. So I'm pleased with it. And then it's been a while since you've been up here. I got rid of all the interior studs. So right now this is all one big room. And that's my egress window. And I think that was the biggest window, maybe not the tallest window. Anyway, it was difficult to get that in by myself, but I did manage to do it. Over here, my intentions are, hold on, let's turn around. Okay, where the screen is, see that screen over there? That's the north wall. I intend to build a 4-foot wall, and there'll be a little attic space behind it. And I want to have that be where the master bed and headboard goes, because you'll get sunlight in the summertime. You'll get your morning sun through your bedroom window onto the bed. I assume that's a thing people like. I kind of like that. Then over here on the south wall, I'm going to build, I measured it last night. I think it's going to end up being a 13-foot long closet. I'm going to do 2 doors in it, I think, just so that way there's plenty of access, like a his and her type closet, but I'm not going to wall it off in the middle. And then behind that will be a similar attic space as there would be on the other side. Then in this corner, hopefully that light isn't too distracting on the iPad. That corner over here will be a bathroom. And then over here where the stairs come up, if there's room, which there should be a little room, there should be a little seating area or something of the sort. So that's it for right now. I'm insulated, I'm windowed, no heat yet, and I haven't decided if I'm going to put in my stairway today or if I'm going to continue siding outside. It does look cold and windy, so maybe I'll do the stairway. We'll see. Okay, thanks guys. I know it was a lot to show you this time. It's been a while since I've done an update. I've been too busy. I think things are gonna slow down now so I can concentrate more on this project. Okay, thanks. Talk to you later guys. Bye.